What's up, guys? My name's David, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to tie up your very own Texas rig. And you're going to need about 4 things here. You're going to want slip sinkers. You can buy these at Walmart. You're going to want a 27-piece set or so, about, just different weights, So you will want different weights depending on where you're fishing, and that matters because you want your worm to go deep enough in the water, but you don't want it to go too deep, right? You're also going to want to buy some bent hooks. You can find these at Walmart, I did, or Bass Pro Shops, whatever you want. You can also go to Walmart and buy power bait, or you can go to Bass Pro, pick up this variety pack. I like both. I personally like these power bait worms by Berkley. They last a long time. They're really good. They're scented too, so fish like scented power baits. And one thing I'm going to be teaching you mainly is the Palomar knot, and that knot is very common in a Texas rig and bass fishing alone. But it's multi-purpose, and that's what I like. You can tie down crankbaits or spinners. You can also tie down like jigs or whatever you want, because this knot is so multi-purpose that all you need to do is learn it, and it's very easy to learn. So I'm going to be teaching you the Palomar knot, and I learned this. It's one of the first knots I learned how to tie, and I really like it because of the simplicity, and it's easy to replicate. And I've tied down hundreds of knots just using this Palomar knot. And now I'm going to be showing you guys how to tie down your Texas rig using the Palomar knot. So you're going to want to grab your fishing pole first and run the fishing line up through the eyelets all the way out till about, you get 2 feet of extra line, right? And then you are ready to start your Palomar knot. And I'm going to be using a wrench as the hook and this socket wrench clip as a slip sinker, and then this rope as the fishing line. But just so you guys can see it. So you're gonna want to follow along on your Texas rig, and just try your best. And you are going to want to keep practicing this, and you might even want to grab a pair of scissors or a pocket knife, because it's always nice to have a little retry, especially since you have extra line. But let's get right into it. So I'm going to start off by putting on my slip sinker, and this is very important that you put it on first because you cannot put it on afterwards. And once the hook is on fully and the worm is on, it'll look like this part, the slip sinker is going to look like a worm just floating through the water, but it's also going to give it extra weight. So it's very important that you put this on. And next, you're going to want to go in about 2 inches from the tip of your string. I'm going to go in a little bit further. I'm working with a wrench, but go in about 2 inches from your string, or the end of your fishing line, and you want to make a loop like this and put it through this little hook on this little loop on your hook, and then you have this, right? And what you do with this is you go back around, make this little loop, and then go through that loop twice, and then you kind of pull it tight, but you leave your finger in there because you don't want it to pull tight. So after you get it, you bring this string around the hook like so. Make sure you do not get caught, because if you do get caught on like this barb or this little bent part right here, it's very annoying to pull tight, and you get uneven tightness with your knot, and it's very hard to pull tight afterwards. But all you have to do is loop it around the hook and pull tight, and you are good. And once you get it pulled tight there, it should look something like that, but like really small. So that's how you tie a Palomar knot. Now I'm going to be showing you guys how to put on your worm after I set up my fishing rig using the Palomar knot. So I'll be right back after I set up my Texas rig. And now you are ready to cut off the excess, because you do not want that string showing, because it looks fake to the fish. You know, it looks fake. So, you know, you can get rid of that excess, but now what you're going to want to do is grab your power bait worm. I'll just pull out any random power bait worm. It doesn't matter. I only got 2 left. I might need to go buy more. But without further ado, this is how you put on your worm. So you're going to start off by making a little poke through the top, and you're going to go down 2 nubs. This is what the bumps are, right? And so you're going to go down 2 nubs in the skin and then make another hole, just poke it out, and then you're going to drag that along this little hook, and then kind of put it on top of this little bump, this little bent right here, so that will lock in the worm. Next, you're going to want to go down a few more nubs and make another hole, and poke it through, drag it through the skin, and then you're going to want to make a little poke out the top. And then you're going to want to make sure that this hook is not showing, though, because it might look fake to the fish and it will get caught on so many sticks. So, you know, you might want to bury that hook deep down in the skin. And after you're done, that is how you you put on your worm for your Texas rig. And now you should be ready to cast. Now, I'm not going to be showing you guys how to cast. There are many casting tutorials on YouTube, but this is how you tie down your Texas rig using the Palomar knot. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later. Peace out.